back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go in Santa Clara. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Brings up second and
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He has it at the 33, and he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Escapes a defender, and he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
McCaffrey on third down. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
14 more yards.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Here's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. McCaffrey. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun. Hand off to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Off the play fake. Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll air it out on third. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
10 more yards.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. Jukes away from one. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another 49er first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Robinson will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Darnold now to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. Some good running there to get back what the penalty cost him. Picks up 8.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Line up the design keeper. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Darnold looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. Just have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First and 10 from the 32. Purdy on the play action. Dumped off to his running back. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Purdy will sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Eddie
Now Pinheiro on to
set
handle the
kick
kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality game, and it moved the sticks.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's across midfield.
Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying with Walker. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. With a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connection made to Shaheed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
17. Seahawks 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They send a man in motion. 2nd and 10, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Flush down out to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room.
This could be the turning point.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set to go now from the 35. On the counter, McCaffrey. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Hits his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Bourne, left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now we'll see the medical team head out to the Seahawks. Have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense rise to that call there. The receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Kittle makes the catch. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's McCaffrey again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Catch made. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Seahawks 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Darnold off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they just give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out wide here to Cobb. He dodged the tackle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Darnold. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Walker gets the 1st and more. And he has this all the way down to the 23. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
On the play. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st and 10, Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And this one doesn't go far.
To Rashid Shaheed. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now an inside give to Walker. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He brings it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
24, Seahawks 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Jawan Jennings. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
So we lead the gift to McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another 49er first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy setting up that play action. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So that brings them to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
So 4th down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Throw here, third down. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Darnold, first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing the out route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. And again, it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Dropped underneath. Walker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Toss play. This is Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. It's complete. Play made by Kupp. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now. To the left, he's got a Roy up. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Darnold. It's a screen pass, Charbonnet. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. From the gun, Darnold. That's incomplete on second down.
Intended for A.J. Barner. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Defense looking for a stop. Extra DB out on 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Drops back. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks trailing by 13. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Going run again with McCaffrey. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
23-yard line.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Stay tough, boys! Stay tough! Let's go, baby! Let's do this! Time to play this ball!
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Tackle left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
29-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Drawn up for it. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.